Hello students, welcome back to your computer class. So let's continue the topic, the types of hardwares, in which we have discussed about different storage devices. We have discussed about memory, we have discussed about some input devices. Okay, so today we will talk about some output devices. Okay, so let's start. See, so what is the use of output devices, or what are called output devices? See, in computer system, the devices through which we get the output, the devices through which we get the result are called the output devices. Okay, so we can say that the output device or the output devices are responsible for producing the output in the user readable form, because while processing means when the computer system process the data, so it process the data in their own form, means in binary form it process the data, and to convert that data into user readable form and then provide the result or provide the output to the user. So this is the task of an output unit. Okay, output unit or output devices. Okay, like various output devices like monitor is also known as VDU, visual display unit, like monitor, printer, plotter, speakers. These all are basic output devices used with the computer system. So let's talk about each one by one. Let's talk about monitors first, because monitor is the most important output unit of the computer system. Without monitor we cannot operate the system, we cannot interact with the computer system. So it provides us a way to interact with computer system, and we can see our results on a monitor. So what is a monitor? It's a TV, it's a device which looks like television, and in monitor we can see our result or our output. Okay, so the picture on a monitor is made up of 1000 tiny color dot called pixels, because if you have learned and read about technology working behind the television, if you have read about, so you can understand it easily that the picture that we see on a computer system or that we see on a television is made up of thousands of pixels. The smallest unit of the picture that we see on a monitor is pixel. So it's any image is the collection of thousands of pixel. Okay, and as many as pixels will be there, so the picture quality or the quality of the display will be more better. Okay, so there are different types of monitor which are used. Okay, first we can say the old one is the CRT monitor. If you remember in the before some years, the monitors that were using they were very big in size. Okay, and the televisions also, if you have seen, so those televisions were very big in size. There was a very big portion behind the TV or behind the screen. So those monitors were called CRT monitor. The full form of CRT monitor is cathode ray tube. The name is because cathode ray tube because of the technology behind the CRT monitors. Okay, so the CRT monitors works with same way as a television, because see the process, the technology behind the CRT monitor is the electron gun is used at the back of the glass tube, means the glass tube on which we see the picture. So there is an electron gun at the back of that glass tube, and this fires the electron at the group of phosphorus dots. Those dots or we call pixels, okay, which are code inside of the screen. Okay, and when the electrons strike the phosphorus dots, so they glow, they shine, and they gives the colors. Okay, next type is, or nowadays LCD monitors we all can see, and we all are using also LCD, liquid crystal display, or it is also called TFT display. Okay, so liquid crystal, this is the name of a material which is used for creating pixel on the LED monitors. Okay, and the material has a special property that it can polarize light, okay, depending on the electrical charge across it. Means this material, which is material means the liquid crystal material has a property that it can polarize the light depending on the electrical charge, means how much the electrical charge will be there, so it will be polarized accordingly. And this feature allow the pixel to be created, means this is the technology behind the creation of a pixel. Okay, and the TFT, it stands for thin film transistor, is a device within each pixel that set the charge. Okay, and so sometimes they are called the liquid crystal display. Okay, so the LCD monitor you have seen. Okay, as nowadays this is the popular kind of monitor, so we all have seen the LCD monitors also. So if we will talk about the size, so they are thinner in comparison of the CRT monitors. They are thin. Okay, they are thin and they are lightweighted also, so that's why they are popular so much. Okay, next point is the plasma monitor. So if we will talk about the plasma monitors, so the plasma monitor or PDP means plasma display panels. So these are the flat panel display. See, you can see the picture here. This is the picture of LCD monitor and this is the picture of plasma monitor. Or we say now कि plasma display, this monitor has or this TV has the plasma display. So what is the plasma display? Basically it's a technology. Okay, in this technology, small cells containing electrically charged ionized gases, okay, across the faces of a plasma display. Okay, so collectively they form a visual image. So here you all can see here that which technology is used here. In this technology, small cells containing electrically charged ionized gases. Okay, so you all can see now that there is the main difference behind each type of computer is about the technology using behind the monitors. Okay, the plasma monitors are not very much popular as a computer monitors because they are expensive in comparison of LCD monitors. They are expensive. Okay, and they consume more power and they are big in size. Okay, so that's why these plasma monitors are not much popular as computer monitors. Okay, we are not talking about television here, we are talking about computer monitors. Okay, now another type of monitor is the touchscreen monitors. Okay, the touchscreen monitors are built by combining touch sensitive material with a durable but sensitive outer material that protect the monitor from fingers but still allow the monitor to detect where a person is placing his finger. So basically any monitor like LCD monitors, in touch screen monitor, LCD monitors are used by combining the technology of touch sensitive materials. As we all can see in our smartphones also, touch screen technology is using there also, where we can select or we can do anything just by touching from our finger. So that technology, this sense the touch of our finger and work accordingly. Okay, so basically this touch screen technology or touch screen monitors are used with tablet PCs, or we can see the example in our smartphones also. Okay, now fifth one is the organic light emitting display. It's called OLED or OLED monitors. Here also, like LED monitors, light emitting diode. Okay, and when the LED monitor combine the organic technology means where they use the organic materials for creating the pixels or for creating the picture, so it becomes the organic light emitting diode, or it become the organic OLED. Okay, so these monitors are created from pushing the electronic current through organic material. So you all can see here na ki the main point here is the organic material they use for pushing the current through the system. Okay, causing the material to glow. By manipulating the material and electric current, the glow can be made to be desired color. So means what happens here, what happens here? Okay, the OLED monitors are created from pushing electronic current through organic materials here. So that's why the picture quality of the OLED is very natural. It looks like we are watching the real picture, or we are watching the reality in front of us. It looks like a reality. It looks like a real picture. Okay, so these OLED technology is the new and not very much popular in the field of computer monitors. Okay, but it has a very fine picture quality, and it is very means what pleasant for the eyes also. It doesn't make any that much it is not that much harmful for the eyes that much other systems are. In comparison of those systems, it is less harmful because of its technology. Okay, so now come to next page, in which we have some other output devices. Like first is printer, very known output device. So using printer we can get the output on a paper. Okay, and the output that we get on a paper is called the hard copy. Okay, and let me tell you that the result that we get on a monitor is called the soft copy. Okay, and using printer on a paper, the result that we get is called the hard copy. Okay, so printer is the device, output device, which gives us output on a paper in a printed form. Okay, two basic type of printer are impact and non-impact printer. The difference between the impact and non-impact printer is the technology behind it. Like in impact printer, the head through which it prints the content on a paper, that head was having the mechanical contact with the paper. Okay, so that's why what was happened, that the picture quality, the print quality was not that much good. But in non-impact printer, there is no contact between the print head and the paper. Okay, so the advantage is कि the paper is away from the head, so the print quality is better than the impact printers. Okay, and these non-impact printers are used nowadays widely. Okay, the advantages is these printers have a high printing speed, they are cost effective and with better print quality. Okay, so some examples of non-impact printers are given here: electromagnetic printers, thermal printers, electrostatic printers, inkjet and laser. Among all these, inkjet printers and laser printers are most popular printers. Okay, next, speakers. Speaker is an output device which is used to hear sound. Okay, speakers receive the sound in the form of electric current from the sound card and then convert into the sound format. Okay, so for using speakers we must have the sound card installed in our system. Okay, next important output device is plotter. What is plotter? Like printers, using printers we get the output on a paper. Using plotters also we get the output on a paper, but not only the papers. So it is very advanced version of printers, we can say. Okay, like plotters are used for making graphics on the paper or on any there are different kinds of sheets which comes to be used with the plotters. So the plotter is a graphics output device which is used to create drawing on a paper. Okay, so it uses pen, pencil and other drawing tools for making drawings on a paper, rather than unlike printers. In printers the ink is used for printing, but here plotters use pen, pencil and other drawing tools for making graphics on a paper. So there are two types of plotter. First is pen plotter, and second is photo plotter. So as the name indicating, the pen plotter, a pen moved in two dimensions, up, down and left, right across a paper or a film media to create the output. Okay, and the photo plotter It uses fiber optics technology to produce the image on a dry silver paper. See, basically the difference is that this pen plotter is used for making graphics, but not pictures, and this photo plotter is used for creating pictures also. Okay, now the last one is the projector. Okay, so the projector is an output device that can take the display of a computer screen, and it can project that output, and or it can display that output on a very big screen. Okay, basically when we want to show any presentation, or when we want to arrange a seminar for a crowd of people. Okay, so there we use the projector, so that we can show the contents to the everyone present there. The backbenchers or the person sitting at the last, they can also see the things showing in a projector, and they can easily understand. Okay, so basically it is used when we have large number of people for any meeting, for any seminar, or for any presentation. Okay, so here what happens here, it displays the computer screen and project a large version into a flat surface. Okay, projectors are often used in meetings and presentations to help make sure that everyone in the room can view the presentation. That's what I was saying, that the person present in the room, they can the person who is sitting at the last, he can also see the things properly and understand it. Okay, so this is the use of projector. At the last, the revision part is there. Okay, so you all will read these short points of the chapter. It's a summary of the chapter: input, output unit, parts of CPU, ALU, CU. We can also include memory unit here. Okay, and here we have the types of memory: internal, external. Internal means main memory, external means secondary memory. Okay, so read all these topics carefully and revise the topic. Okay, and your homework is to complete the exercise part, section A, objective type questions, and fill in the blanks. Okay, fill in the blanks are on 2 pages in this one and on the next page. Okay, so till 22 you will complete the exercise. Okay, so that's all for today. Complete your work and take